So some of you might have heard the rumor news little clip that got released on X today. It says a UK casting page has listed Good Omens, the finale. Actually, let me just go ahead and put it up here for you guys all to see. Oh, the first thing I do want to say, let's get back to me. The first thing I do want to say is everybody keep calm. It's not as bad as you think it is. So here is the clip we all got on X today. And as you can see, it says, saw this on the UK casting page. Not sure how confirmed it is. Take it with a pinch of salt. And I do recommend everybody take it with like a handful of salt. It says Good Omens, the finale as the title. It was posted today, October 17th. It is listed as a TV movie. The status is pre-production. The genre feature-length finale to a popular series in Glasgow. And filming starts January 2025. The producer is Chris Newman, BBC Studios, and Amazon Prime down here for the network. So there are a couple of potential possibilities here. This is not as straightforward as now we're getting a TV movie. And I see a lot of people immediately jumping to that conclusion because that's what they see there. It says TV movie. But there are, from what I can tell, 4 possible potential options, and only one of them is TV movie. So it's only like, and I think it's the least possible of the 4, honestly. That's my personal take on it. So the first option is that this is a fake leak, that it's not true. I don't know how possible that is. It's hard for us to tell, but it's come from a couple of different sources. I do have, here are the sources here. So 2 places posting it are UK Production News and TV Zone. So I think it's probably legit, although it could turn out to be completely fake, and I want everyone to keep that in mind. This is not confirmed. So, but it is possibly just fake. The second option is that it is a long episode for episode 6. So, and by the way, if you guys have questions and comments, I will pop open the chat and do that after I'm done kind of doing this little rundown. So it's really actually quite common, especially when a series is ending to have a long finale. Thinking even of like Game of Thrones, might not have liked it, but you know, the final episode is sometimes up to twice as long as a normal episode. So that might be the case. We don't know that episode 6 isn't going to be movie length, because it does say feature length finale to a popular series. So that is another possibility. It could just be written that way, and that's just how they're advertising the finale. And then the third option is that it's a typo. So apparently it's not uncommon for these kinds of casting posts to contain this sort of categorical error. So it might just be TV, and whoever, you know, posted this, it's going to be some intern or a lower level secretary or something, posted this and they just clicked the wrong error. Apparently it's really common. That's also true of the spelling errors that are in here, because they do exist in this post as well. The spelling errors could also indicate that it's fake, but it actually kind of indicates that that more people are saying it's probably indicates more likely that it's real, because if someone's going to fake something, they're going to do a better job than that. But you never know. So the fourth option is, of course, the TV movie. And I don't think that one is likely, because they would have to rewrite all 6 episodes. We know that Neil was pretty much done with all 6 episodes, and now they would have to rewrite all of that before they could even begin pre-production, because they have to have enough of it written that they know what sets they need, they know what costumes they need, they know what effects they're going to need for post-production. That all has to be settled enough in a script before they can start even doing pre-production. And there's just now, so they've had a couple of months since the Neil scandal started, but it's not like they would have immediately started writing a new script the day that scandal broke. So it seems very unlikely to me that they're going to take the 6 episodes that they've already bought and paid for and have written and are going to turn them into a TV movie. Again, it is possible. I could be wrong. That could be the news we end up getting. but it doesn't seem super likely to me. And so if anybody else has any ideas of what options these might be, and I don't know how to put the chat up on screen, and I am sorry for that. Let me get the chat back up, guys. Okay. My apologies for all of that. I really should have had this, like I said. Okay, there's the chat. Hello, chat. All right, folks. So what am I missing? Okay. All right, let's see this. I really want a regular season 6. I do think all of us would prefer 6 episodes. Nobody's like, yay, like the TV movie is the best option. But if we get a TV movie, if that does turn out to be what this means, I really want everybody to remember that the other option was cancellation. That's way worse. This is still, even if it's a TV movie, it's going to have David and Michael. It's got a big producer behind it, Chris Newman, who did Game of Thrones, which was the biggest show on television. And he was responsible, at least for the first 7 seasons from what I saw. So this is not the worst news we could get. I know some people are kind of freaking out, and I really want everybody to kind of take a deep breath. Movies can be great. There have been other great movie adaptations of things that started out as TV shows. So please, let's try and look at the silver lining even in the worst case of this option. It's still a way better case than what 2 weeks ago, most of us were pretty sure it was going to be canceled. Am I wrong? Weren't we all feeling pretty low? This is so much better. For me, this is great. This is like, the Game of Thrones ending was terrible, but producers don't write the shows. Producers pay for it. So yeah, and it will be better than nothing. It's not going to be terrible. If it's a TV movie with David and Michael, it's not going to be terrible because it's still going to be based on Neil's scripts. They're going to just rewrite those scripts. That's the worst option. It's not somebody else writing it from scratch. It's taking what Neil gave them. This is, again, worst case scenario, 6 episodes, and taking those and putting them into a TV movie. So it's still going to be what, Neil and Terry wanted. And exactly. I was depressed 2 weeks ago, says Fala. And I agree. I was too. I was feeling really down. It was hard to even want to make videos to do what I've been doing for so long that I really love. It was really hard. And so this is going to be, the Downton Abbey. That's a perfect example. I love the Downton Abbey TV movies. And every time they do a special, don't we all go run for like their Christmas special and stuff? They're great. So this can be great. The cast is good. It's still going to have most of the same people working on it. From what we've heard, I mean, if the rumor leak that happened the other day, if she's actually, heading in, then we have like the head graphics designer is the same. Jim Anderson Studios has also been posting a lot today, kind of little teases and stuff. It's going to be great. No matter what we get, if we get something, we should feel really lucky at this point because it could be a lot worse. So that's mainly my message. And now I will stop preaching and start listening to you guys here. So let's see. As long as Michael and David are involved, I'm happy. That's how I feel. If we get to see them wrap it up, that's what I want more than anything. And Chrissy says it sounds like it's been labeled wrong. I do think that that's really the most likely, is probably that this is just 6 normal episodes and someone labeled it wrong. That's my best guess. I think Chrissy is quite right about that. It's just a mislabeling. And what we're seeing here is the best news we could get, which is that it's in pre-production now, you guys. It's not official. It's not. But this is still good news if that's the case, right? Lauren says, thank you. Thank you, Lauren. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, at least we'll have something. Exactly. Aurelius. Being a screenwriter means checking the budget constantly. So if that has to be a movie, then that's great. Yeah. If that's what they've got, then that's what they've got. All I need is Aziraphale and Crowley to be on screen again. Agreed. Yeah, I think everyone felt stressed, still feels a little stressed. We love this so much. We just want to see it wrapped up. So there was some debate. I did have some debate about doing this as a video, as a live stream. I don't want to stir the pot. That is absolutely not the goal here. And I know that some of you might not have even seen this rumor because you don't participate on X or any other social media where you might have seen it. So my goal isn't to like spread it as a terrible rumor. I kind of wanted to nip it in the bud because what I saw happening in the little bit, I mean, it got released and within an hour, people were really upset and freaking out. So I really wanted to bring all the options to the table so that as the rumor spreads, because it's gonna spread in the next couple of days, that people go out with level heads about what we're seeing. I don't want people going out upset and freaking out. So let's go out there seriously with love in our hearts for these two characters, for this show that we love so much, and know this looks like we're gonna get it. We're gonna get something. We're gonna get David and Michael being Crowley and Aziraphale, and really, what more can we ask for? So, yeah. And I am sorry if I did freak everybody out. I had to, I had to release it a couple hours. I couldn't do it instantly. I had to get myself ready. I was kind of a mess. Been doing a lot of food preserving here at the end of the harvest season, so everything I had to like clean stuff up, and yeah. Let's see. We haven't heard anything else official. We don't know how attached Neil is to the project. The last thing we heard was a leak through Deadline. I don't want to call it a rumor because Deadline does tend to be pretty reliable, so I'm going to call it a leak that he was stepping back. What that means, we don't know. Does it mean he's just going to finish writing the scripts and turn them in? Does it mean he'll do rewrites at a distance, maybe during filming? Maybe somebody else will take over the rewriting portion, like John Finmore. So we really don't know. He's definitely taking a step back. I'm pretty sure that is accurate reporting, but to what degree that step back is, we don't know. So yes, Erica Max, yes, cancellation would be upsetting. This is good news no matter how you look at it. There has been no official cast release. The last we heard, I'm trying to remember the exact date, David and Michael were officially, that happened before the season 3 announcement, I think. So I know that they're the only two that have been officially contracted as far as I'm aware. But there was official news that they're both contracted. You guys are welcome. I'm glad. So let's see. Amazon continued the final season of The Expanse when a main actor... Yeah, that's true. That's true. And Good Omens is bigger than that show was. The Expanse was a pretty big show, but they've got a lot invested in both. So... Oh, thanks. I'll have this one too. I just need more now. My husband got me this. Let's see. He is staying off social media. Yeah, if we're still talking about that. And it's okay. You guys we can talk about the scandal a little bit and it's okay to have different opinions on it. Just keep it respectful, please, towards other people's opinions in the comments. So yeah, I didn't actually know that about The Expanse. I think we stopped watching it after the 3rd season. I know I didn't watch it all the way to the end. I liked the show, but yeah, okay, so that's John Finmore. So Ginger Peacenik says, just get the dude who wrote a companion to Owls to write it. It's possible. Neil had a lot of good things to say about John Finmore's writing, and he did, let's see, Kat, oh my gosh, all of a sudden her name escapes me. There were a couple other writers on season 2 as well who did a good job. So whoever they bring on set to do the on-set rewrites that always happen, if Neil is not going to be able to do that due to the scandal and everything, there are a lot of options, people that have been involved in this, writers that we know and trust who understand the story and will do a good job with those, like I said, the on-set as things are being filmed rewrites that always happen. Yep, every day it's getting closer. Yeah, Good Omens did make lockdown bearable. Let's see. FN Felix says, it feels like they're going to let Neil finish writing the scripts, since it's a commissioned thing, and then credit him as writer. And that is actually my guess as well. I think that that's a very good guess and an option for them. They've already paid for the scripts. He's not getting anything extra at that point. And so Yeah, I think that that is a very likely stance. He's just being removed as showrunner, and he won't be doing the on on set rewrites. Yeah, we don't know what's going on with Douglas McKinnon. He got kind of active on social media and made a few allusions, but we haven't really seen anything that indicates that he's coming back, but it's possible. I'm not saying it's impossible. Let's see. Joe was saying Dune said in a recent published interview. So if everyone knows, Dune plays Michael. Let's see. That she would be returning to play Michael in season 3. Oh, thank you, Joe. I didn't know that. Bit of news I missed. So we have that. We do have a couple other hints. I believe it's Sandalphon. Oh my gosh, Paul Chahidi, right? I think Paul Chahidi has been hinted pretty heavily that he'll be in season 3 as, and there was also a hint that oh, help me out with Shadwell's name, Michael McKean. Is that right? Yeah, so I think that both of them are potentially back too. 160 people, holy cow. That's almost as many as we had for the talent show. All right. I really wonder if it'll be as good as what we have right now. Well, again, Neil wrote the scripts, so, and he knows what Terry wanted in this final portion of the story. So I don't see why it wouldn't be, with the same creatives involved and the same actors. Whatever, whatever form that takes, I think it will be good. Yeah, I hope they follow what Terry and Neil talked about. I don't see why they wouldn't. I really don't. That's what made it popular, right? So my understanding, and I could be wrong about this, so different production companies meddle more than others. So you have some producers that really want to get in there and tell the creatives how to make the thing. And from what I've heard in interviews of Neil and other people, that wasn't happening with Good Omens. The only time they get involved is when they're like, we can't do that, it's too expensive, it's prohibitively difficult FX-wise. Other than that, they let the people make these decisions. And I've heard that about other shows that Amazon produces as well. Amazon is not into meddling. Which sometimes doesn't turn out good. Like, actually, I won't name any shows, but there are some where they give it to the creatives and it doesn't turn out well. But when the creatives are good at what they're doing, then we get Good Omens. So, yeah, I don't think that they're going to meddle beyond this PR stuff that they're having to sort of, finagle. Let's see. Yes, John Finmore is I think a lot of us would love to see John Finmore come back and do some of the writing for season 3. I don't think Terry and Neil entirely discussed the plot. Yeah, so from what I understand, they discussed it enough. Like, they had a pretty solid outline, not just the very, very ending. They knew a couple of other specific, at least, like, arcs, steps along the path. So I do know that Neil has said that season 3 will be more like season 1 than it was like season 2. Like, a lot more. I think he said it like the sandwich thing, right? It's going to be these 2 bookends with season 2 as the romantic middle. I'm sorry about my voice, by the way. I've got some severe allergies going the last week. It better be one hell of a movie if it's a movie, yeah. I think it would be. That's another thing to bring up. If it is a movie, again, worst case scenario, but it's not bad. It would be a huge budget, because then the entire budget that they were planning to put 6 episodes in could be a movie. And Chris Newman, this producer, has done huge stuff before. So I think it would be, it wouldn't be some like cheap, a lot of people think TV movie and they're thinking like some Hallmark production kind of thing. And that's not what we're going to get. It's going to be more like, Firefly kind of a thing. Something really good. Something people still like. I don't know. David has completed The Rivals for Disney. That's right. Yeah, and with the leaks we've gotten recently, I think, considering what we heard, what was that, 2 days ago, about someone potentially going back to Scotland to do their work, and then this, and there's been one other thing that came out too. I do think it's possible we'll get some news here soon. Just yesterday, I was thinking that we might not hear anything because it was never officially paused. It was a leak. It wasn't, like I said, it wasn't a rumor. It was a leak. But since the pause was leaked, I don't know how that they would like leak the unpause. I don't know that they're going to officially unpause it since they never officially paused it. It looks like, if this is accurate, they're still planning to film starting in January. So the pause isn't really exactly a pause. It's I don't know. It might have been something more like a chess gambit, playing with Neil. I don't know. So let's see. Yeah, we know it will be funny. We know we'll have an excellent cast. We know the characters will be lovely. Yeah, exactly. What more could we want? Let's see. So Lisa Wistful One. No, we do not have confirmation that this is authentic. So I'll go back and kind of reiterate for people coming in late. So this is, I don't want to, this is between a rumor and a leak because it's not been confirmed, but we do have two reasonably legitimate sources that are citing it. Again, those sources were, let me get my little page up here. So it's UK Production News and TV Zone are both citing this, but both of them are citing this as like reported. So it could just still be fake. It could be somebody made this up. It could 100% tomorrow I could be, face palming myself for doing this live video on something that's completely fake. We don't know. But there are some small indications at least that it is potentially legit. I don't know if does that not go over there? No, that just makes it go over there. How do I dock this? Oh well. Anyway, let me put this down so you guys can see it again. So yeah, again, we don't know that this is legit. It is either potentially a fake. Second option is that that sixth episode 6 is TV movie length, like double the length of a normal. That would be a bonus, wouldn't it? That would be a great option. Third option is that it's just a typo, an error, a categorical error, which from what I heard from a couple of TV insiders is not uncommon in these sorts of listings. And the other option is that it is actually a TV movie, which again, I do think is the least likely of those three. So I'm going to pop the chat back up again, see what you guys are saying. Whew, had to catch up there. You think that they leaked the pause? See, Andrea says, I actually think Amazon or BBC leaked the pause to see how the fandom reacted. I've seen that before. I think that that's a common theory, and it's possible. They either did that or they did it to sort of pressure Neil. There had to be a reason they would leak it. From what I understand, production companies do use Deadline as a kind of a leak source when they want news to get out, but they don't want to say anything officially. So they did it for a reason. We'll probably never know exactly why. Okay. Yeah, someone said who was it? I missed it. Someone was saying, I have to be sincere. I don't like the TV movie idea. I don't think it's going to be good, but we don't have any power to decisions at this point. Yeah, I mean, everyone has a right to have their feelings about it, but it's still better than the other option, which is cancellation. And personally, the more I think about it, it could be really awesome. I don't know. I feel pretty good about it, even if it was going to be a TV movie. Like I said, with Michael and David and all the fact that they'll be using Neil's scripts to make the TV movie, if that's the case. So yeah, I have pretty good feeling about the entire thing. I think actually the worst potential reality for this to me is that it's fake, because if it's fake, then it's not in pre-production and we're still in the, I'd rather have the TV movie than to be left in the dark more. I mean, I don't know. What do you guys think? Should almost do a poll. Can we do a poll? It's on here somewhere. Let me do the poll. There we go. You guys want to do a poll? Okay. Which would you prefer? And I'm only going to do the TV movie versus this is a fake, but I'm probably going to regret this. Because I think we'd all prefer the other two, so. All right. But I could be in the minority here. Maybe people would prefer it's fake. So, there you go. Yeah, afraid that the TV movie wouldn't leave enough time to wrap it all up. Although that's possible. When people think TV movie, they think an hour and a half, but that's not necessarily true. It could be much longer. I can think of a couple of TV movies that were closer to like 2.5 hours. And if you think about like Lord of the Rings, they did like 2.5 hour movies for gigantic. I mean, there's a lot you can cram into that. You really can. So let's see. I'll close the poll in a little bit. All right. The X-Files had a couple of movies. They did. Pardon me. All right, I need a drink of tea here. Okay. Ultimately, although I can't tell you how to feel, my personal feelings and advice is really to try and look at the silver linings of what this could be. I think that whatever it is, again, for me, best case scenario, this means we're getting it. It's not canceled. That makes me thrilled. When I saw this, when somebody first sent this to me, my initial reaction after reading the entire thing was ecstatic joy because it's not canceled. That's what this means. That's what I'm taking away from it. So I'm hoping I can get more people to take that away too. The poll is almost tied. That's interesting. A lot of people would rather have a confirmed production of any kind. Yeah. Well, now that I did that, hold on. How? Okay, that is almost tied. All right, folks, that was fun though. Oh, and now I've just got my whole entire stream up there. Like a stream within a stream. Here we go. Okay, well, everybody, thanks for coming. If you have anything you'd like to ask me, I'll give it another like 5 minutes here. But otherwise, like I said, I really do want people to think we're going to get the South Downs. It's not canceled. That's hopefully what we're taking away from this. But also, giant handful of salt. This still could be fake. So everybody just keep your eyes and ears open. When we do hear anything from Deadline or any place else that's more official, we'll let you know. If they don't announce an unpausing, this is the kind of stuff we're going to find out. The only way we're going to find out if they don't officially announce that it's unpaused is by hearing that pre-production has begun. That's the kind of news we're going to probably get. Not that it's officially unpaused. It's probably going to be casting has begun, people are on set, whatever, that sort of thing. So I know, I'm actually kind of surprised by that too. There's a lot of people that would rather have no news. Well, no news, yeah, that's probably still what we're in for a little bit, but all right. Well, hopefully I helped things and didn't make it worse. That was always a risk of addressing any kind of rumor is, yeah, I don't want to stir things up. I do want people to come away thinking it's going to be okay in the long run. Yeah. Okay, let's see. What shows did Chris Newman do? So I have that. Hold on one moment. I actually have the whole list of his shows. Did I keep it open? I think I might have closed it. Aside from Game of Thrones, he did 2 other shows. They were pretty large also and very popular. One huge TV show that he was involved in. It has like a 9.4 on IMDb. So he's been involved with some pretty popular stuff. All right. Well, thank you everybody for showing up. Oh, as long as I have you here, I was going to do the drawing thing. And here we go, if you guys want to. All right. you want to stick around for this, I'm going to give away some merch. I should give away merch to people in the chat right now, but I don't know how to do that. But if you do want merch, post in the comment section of the other videos I've been doing. Actually, we're doing this one too. So this is technically this week's. We're still going to keep doing it because this isn't official. So we're still doing the 31 Days of Good Omens, and I still want people to keep doing the campaign. I think it would be awesome. Keep mailing, keep doing the rewatches, keep posting on social media, keep sharing the love, and let Amazon know we really, really, really want to see this concluded. And when you do, you can post down in the comment section and let me know what you did that day, and I will enter you into the drawing. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and go to fandom.org. Okay, let's do a live drawing here. I actually want this to show up, and now this won't show up. There you go. Hello, random.org. Okay, so we have 48 people in the drawing this time, a little less than week 1, but I think we're going to get more next week because we got a lot of, there's 2 giveaways next week. So if you want to enter both, you can. Go to the video I posted on Tuesday that is called Keep Sharing the Love, and then the video today right here, this one, once it stops being a live stream, you can post in the comments below, and this will be a second entry. And then next week I'll give away 2 pieces of merch. So let's do this. So for today we have number 48. There you go. No, number 10. I can read, honestly. Number 10 is Marzatic. So congratulations, Marzatic. If you're in chat today, I'll be pinging you in the comments, and you can email me at sendaria.public@gmail.com to claim your official Good Omens merch. And I hope everybody else gets a chance at it next week and keeps participating in the campaign, because again, even if it does mean that it's in pre-production, we should keep letting them know that we really want this. Don't let it go under the radar. So all right, folks. I think that's everything. Yep, congratulations. Very much so. And yeah, I guess that's all. I get kind of stuttery and stumbly at the end there. I don't know what else to say. Yeah, I think we'll see David Arnold probably doing the music again. I don't see why not. There is no DVD release of season 2. Someone explained that. Had something to do with the BBC productions, but maybe by the end of season 3 we'll be able to get all 3. We'll be able to talk Amazon into giving us that as a merchandise, so producing it all together. Same with the script book. I'd love to see a season 2 script book. Yeah, Twitter is on fire right now. Is it still on fire? That's kind of why I'm doing this, is because yeah, it's been on fire for a couple days and this wasn't gonna help. All right, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and end the live stream, and we'll see you next Thursday. Probably actually next Monday. I've got a little Wheel of Time announcement, which is completely separate. But next Thursday, more Good Omens. I'll see you then. Keep up the good work, everybody. We're all in this together. So, and thanks, guys. Oh, thanks Rapunzel for showing up. Bye.